football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys are black. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Yellow, 43.
Throwing, Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ready. Sticky, green. Ready.
Young. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
38.
Now Young. They'll get this out to Jeanty. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. You know you create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Ready?
Looking to throw, Young. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
70 Timberwolves, Mustang 19.
Sanders. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Down. Ready.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Young now. Short throw caught by Pitts. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 19-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Once again, it's Genty. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're motioning left. That's Pittman. Young will set to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've got to probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Vikings. 70 Warriors. 70 Lions. Go.
On play action, here's Shador. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. It's a three-point game here early. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Another try for Barkley. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Young to throw it. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well.
He's got a man, complete. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 33 yards. And the Bears are able to move back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give them 32 on the play.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Dragon 60.
Here's Sanders. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Grover Stewart never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Trap 60, trap 70, Tampa Wolf. Go.
To throw is Sanders. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Wide open receiver, complete. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out in the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing, Sanders. That is caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Sanders to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Hunter, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
14. Bears 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Some strong running. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Young.
At the 35-yard line.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That can could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Come on, set. Black 40. Green jack. Ready.
Now Young on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Field. Black. Red. Yellow. White. Ready.
To the air once more, Young. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready, set.
Final play of the half. Young. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. So 2 corners in the books here. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Eagle. Check.
Barkley, inside handoff. Shoves him aside. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Bronco leading. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun, it's Shador, eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers will extend their third-quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
It's second down.
Ready?
Now Young. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now here's Young. Looking long for Thomas. And it's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. A run out of the gun with Genty. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Pittman from 4 yards out. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Young's going to throw for this. And pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And able to get this out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Drop 19. Drop 50. Drop 50. Ready?
Now Sanders throwing to start the drive. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Sanders. Over the middle, he gets it to Hunter. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Only one quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the fourth.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Randall. Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Sanders. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Throwing, Young. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, ready?
A give out of the gun to Genty. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Black shot. 33, yellow.
Now Young. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. Brian Thomas 28 yards. And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matthew Golden, 68 yards. And the Steelers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chicago offense set to get started. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Jensen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here is Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Young off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Young now. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here.
Red 38-6. Madden. Cut.
Young will set to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Check. Ready.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
19 Tiger. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
60 Maverick.
To throw now, here's Sanders. That is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. 25, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well, but I got to go back to it.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So what a Super Bowl this has been. All tied in the final minute as it kicks away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
That's taken in by Knox. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw is Sanders. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down.
70 rings for 7. Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Here's Sanders. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
37. Bears 30. Youngway Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here comes 2nd down. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Final 2 seconds. This is it. One last shot for Wilson. This to possibly force OT. And this is caught. Oh, my, it was up for grabs. Now no time on the clock, and an extra point will send us to overtime.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They forced a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there. Here in the playoffs, they've got a chance to put this one away.
We are in true sudden death here. The next score wins the Super Bowl as they come up here on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history